I come from medicine, so the best analogy I can give for how I feel about what I'm about to talk about is when you see that exploratory laparotomy come across your schedule. Every case starts off the same way, lighthearted, and it often ends with a sense of relief, right? Because you didn't find anything, it was benign. But I've seen my fair share of bad kidneys and weird livers. And you get that, you decide to call for pathology, tell them what you see, you get the specimen, and then you wait for them to call back to say that was good enough or do they need a better specimen? And then you close that procedure. You can feel the air get sucked out of the room as we wait with bated breath for the answer for this particular patient. And this is how I feel about the microcosm. It's literally the hardest thing to resurrect in your reef tank. And what's crazy is most people have no idea what the microcosm of their reef tank looks like. They don't have a microscope. They don't understand the importance of the diversity. How copepods and amphipods live off the cyano. And without cyano in your tank, nothing starts. The whole nitrogen system breaks down. You know, how the diversity of the microcosm gives rise to coral building worms, and coral building worms are the like epitome of success in the sand of your reef tank. But what scares me the most is when I look at it and I search for that diversity, and then you had a tank set up for 5 years and you realize that the diversity of your microcosm is slowly dwindling. This is what causes the downfall of most reef tanks. I call it, microcosm or microbiome dysfunction. And I have never found the ability to resurrect the microbiome because that takes time. And usually that's not something that these tanks have when they're crashing. And the microbiome crashes way before you realize it, way before it starts showing up in your perimeters, way before it starts showing up, and that your microbiome crashes. And without the ability to see it and to follow it daily, you're playing with fire.